Hey homies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Haley and this is the Mystic Adventure Tarot. So today's topic is going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about how can I make good friends? And a current theme that I've noticed, not only with people that I am engaged with in recent months and / year, but also just in general, I've noticed that people are having a hard time making friends. And whether it just be because you're not like a super social butterfly or whatever the reason may be, I think it's important that we tap in and see how we can connect with people in general and not for any other reason, but because we want to connect with them. So we're going to talk about how can I make good friends. Pile 1 is going to be this this peach selenite or orange selenite. Some people call it both, whatever. This peach selenite pyramid and the Doodle Tarot. And there's the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is about friendship, joy, celebration, and merriment, which we could all use right now. So that's pile 1. Pile 2, we have the Moon Void Tarot and this gorgeous piece of chrysocolla. Look at how glittery that is. It's just, it's stunning. Make sure you go to Oils and Auras and check out the crystals that they have, guys, because they're gorgeous. Moon Void Tarot, chrysocolla, and the Three of Cups. And that's pile 2. Pile 3, we have the Antique Anatomy Tarot, and we have this Desert Rose, which is gorgeous. And then the Three of Elixirs, and that's pile 3. And then pile 4, we have this Dalmatian Jasper Cube. There we go, Dalmatian Jasper. And we have the Fairy Tale Tarot. And come on now. And there is the Three of Cups. 2:22 on my timer. So if you're seeing 2s, maybe pile 4 is the one for you. Anyway, let's get into this. Go ahead and I put the timestamps down below. What is going on? I put the timestamps down below, so go ahead and take a second, think about which pile you want to choose, and then go ahead in the description box and just click your timestamp, and we'll jump over to your reading. See you guys over there. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the peach selenite or you chose the Doodle Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So as always, we're going to start with our oracle portion, see what's going on. And if you feel just based off of the oracle portion that you're not connecting to this pile, that's totally okay. Feel free to pick another pile, or, you might not have a reading today, and that's also fine. Also, I want to remind everyone, when watching these readings, they are for the collective. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Everything I say is not like the law, it's not set in stone. We all have the power to make our own choices, and we're all the captains of our own ship. You know what I mean? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not resonating, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So let's get into these. Let me move this guy over. On the bottom, we've got the Three of Wands, adventure, foresight, opportunity, success. Love that for you guys already. So, what do we have here for pile 1? You are worthy, Tabby Cat. Absolutely. And anyone who tells you otherwise is full of it. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. T. I know that I cannot change the past. There's nothing that you can do about it. Everyone did what they did. Everyone said what they said. It is what it is. And we're talking about friendship too. So, we'll get it more into this, but we're talking about friendship. Pile 1. Fear. Yes, I feel that meeting new people, or at least trying to meet new people, is so freaking scary, because it's like, are they going to think I'm a weirdo? Are they going to think I'm a loser? Like, I don't know, but you are worthy, and you can't change the past. So if you're trying to make new friends, don't be afraid. 7th house, associated with Libra, also associated with the divine feminine. You don't have to be, feminine or identifying. That's just information on the card. Partnerships, marriage, relationships, friendships, business partners, contracts, agreements, joint endeavors, sharing, negotiations, cooperation, relating. Okay. Talking about friendships. So, you know, friendships that may turn into other things. We don't know. Mystery. Yes. I love a good mystery. I love that nobody really knows what's going to be happening this year. It's a toss-up. New opportunities everywhere. Minor setback. Interesting. And then, ooh, the Hanged Man. And if you don't know, the Hanged Man is about, or when the Hanged Man is upright, it feels like things are slow. It feels like things are set back. It's almost like feeling restricted. But when the Hanged Man is upright, it's reminding you to stop fighting the slowness, stop fighting, you know, the whatever this minor setback was. Like, don't resist change, don't resist the situation. Just kind of let things be what they are and allow time to tell. Okay? So already I'm feeling like there's a desire for new things. 3:33 on my timer. There's a desire for new things. I'm feeling like you're probably desiring new connections, new friendships, and whether that be seeking friendships in order for it to become a romantic situation or just seeking new people of like-minded people. Trying to find like the squad. I know it's really hard to make friends these days. And it seems like with social media, like allegedly with social media, it's easier to connect with people, but I feel like all the changes have made it so much harder to connect with people. And you don't know who your neighbors are, you don't know who like anybody is around you. You have like your work friends and then whatever friends that you've kept around. But it's hard to meet new people, especially today. So if you're looking to meet new people, if you're looking to connect with more people, don't let the fear of the unknown and don't let the past of maybe if you've consistently been drawn to toxic friendships or you've been consistently in situations where maybe you are the toxic friend or you've dealt with the toxic friend, like just because that happened doesn't mean that you're not worthy of good things. 4:44 on my timer. Just because that happened doesn't mean you're not worthy of good things. Just because you weren't a good friend in the past does not mean that you're not capable of being a good friend now. Or just because you've kept bad friends in the past does not mean that you're never going to have good friends. You just need to be more conscious about the decisions that you make, and you need to be open to change and be open to new ideas and new types of people. Because if you're not willing to just try something new, you're going to keep doing the same old stuff and you're probably going to be around the same people over and over again, and it's never going to change. So if you're feeling a little slowed down, if you're feeling like a little disconnected and you're trying to meet or trying to get yourself out there, I feel like this pile is for you. And we'll get more into it. But for now, also something I wanted to point out, the purple here, I feel like you're worthy. And even though just a side note, even though you're feeling like things are slow, even though you're feeling like restricted and you're feeling like it feels like a loss, it's not a loss. Okay. The unknown is beautiful and the unknown is exciting. So don't let this past situation hold you back from putting yourself out there. Okay. Pile 1. So, I did the thing already. Well, okay. I'll put this here. Pile 1. Why am I holding it backwards? Pile 1. How can I make good friends? Our first card for pile 1. How am I as a friend? So for you, the individual, how are you as a friend? For pile 1. Let me get my bridge going. If you haven't noticed, I've gotten a little better. Spoke too soon, maybe. Gotten a little better at my bridges. I don't know how to do the cool turn it inside out thing. Not gonna try it. I don't really care. But my little flippy flip part, I've gotten better at. So proud of it. Hold on, let me fix this. There we go. All right, pile 1. How is pile 1 as a friend? Ooh, the 2 of Swords reversed. Indecision, overthinking, seeking the truth, inner turmoil. Are you the friend that feels like you're not like worthy of the good friends that you have? Like, do you internalize things, and when things are slightly off, you feel like it's your fault and you're the problem, and it kind of stresses you out a little bit? Just wondering, because that's the vibe. The overthinking and the inner turmoil. Maybe you're just always doubting yourself and you need a lot more encouragement than others do, and there's nothing wrong with that, but just so you know. What kind of friends do I attract? We've got the Devil reversed. Freedom, release, restoring control, detachment. Interesting. Interesting. Have you dealt with people who have been like trying to get you to let go of some shit? Because that's what the Devil card in reverse is. It's about like letting go of toxic situations, toxic cycles. What am I looking for in a friendship for pile 1? What is pile 1 looking for in a friendship? I love this deck. Unfortunately, the same issue we always have. It's really matte, so it's kind of hard to shuffle. 2 of Cups. Yes. Harmony, partnership, union. Probably looking for more positive connections. What can I learn from my negative friendships for pile 1? What can pile 1 learn from their negative friendships? Okay, I'll take it. What can I learn from my negative friendships? We've got the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, okay. How can I grow from my positive friendships? We've got the 3 of Cups reversed. What? Okay. How can I, number 6, how can I make new and deeper connections with others? For pile 1, how can pile 1 make new connections with others? 3 of Pentacles, double 3s coming in there. Okay. And then overall advice for pile 1. What do we got? You know, I'll just do the advice on the bottom of the deck. That's what's going to work for me. Okay. Boom. There it is. Temperance. She said what she said. All right, pile 1. How am I as a friend? We've got the 2 of Swords reversed. Overthinking, probably really self-critical, probably there's a lot of encouragement that needs to be had with you. And I don't know if it's because you've always dealt with toxic friends, like, because right here, what kind of friends do I attract? We've got the Devil reversed, which is about like detachment and breaking free and like reclaiming your power. What I'm getting out of that is that you have the tendency to attract people who are not good for you, people who have a lot of vice, people who have a lot of like issues that they're not willing to work out, and people who are really good at making you feel like you're not good enough for them and not good enough for anything else. And you're kind of repeating the cycle over and over again. That's what I got out of that. That's just me. And that's what kind of friends do I attract. So what am I looking for in a friendship? We've got the 2 of Cups, and this is what confirmed for me that I feel like you tend to attract more toxic people, unfortunately. Probably, I don't know if you're an empath or you're just like a very sensitive person. But I feel like maybe you just attract toxic people because toxic people, it's easy. I'm trying to find a nice way to say it. It feels like it's like easy to get you in a toxic space. You know, it's easy to get you to forget your worth, unfortunately. And I think that you may have just had a history of attracting these like negative, you know, people who don't view you as valuable, who don't treat you with value. But what we're looking for is harmony. We're looking for like partnership and union. You know, we're looking for people who make us feel good. And that reminds me of the Hangman, of feeling trapped and feeling like you know, you're just in suspension and things are just stuck. Don't worry, it's a minor setback. These people, if you take the steps that you need to take and you let go of the regret and you stop being afraid of your worth and stop being afraid of your power and your significance in the world, you'll be able to navigate this transit when it comes to moving away from these types of people. What can I look for, or what can I learn from my negative friendships? We've got the 8 of Pentacles reverse, lack of focus, overworked, perfectionist, like people who, like I said, it's never going to be good enough. Like, you're never going to party enough. You're never going to be cool enough. You're never going to be, whatever it is to them. And that's not me saying that you're not worthy. You are worthy. But what I'm saying is, if you've constantly dealt with the types of people that make you feel like you're not giving them enough all the time, and trust me, I've had a friend like that, and it sucks because it makes you question your worth. And you shouldn't be questioning your worth, because of someone who doesn't view themselves as worthy, and that's why they're trying to take from you. That's why they're trying to dim your light. So let's not kick it with these kinds of people anymore. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, or you know exactly who I'm talking about as it applies to your life, take this as a sign that it is really, really time to step away from these people. Step away from the people that distract you. Step away from the people that make you feel less than, because that's not the tea. That's not it. And that's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for us here on this channel. How can I grow from my positive friendships? We have the 3 of Cups reversed, which I think is weird because, like, betrayal, disharmony, toxic friendship, anger. I think that maybe how you can grow from your positive friendships is to stop investing in investing in the people that are like draining you, and maybe start investing in the people that make you feel good, the people that make you feel this harmony, the people that make you feel worthy. You can't just have all bad friends. Like, there has to be someone in your life that for a fact is good for you. 14:44 on my timer. There has to be somebody, that is worthy of your love. And if not, then clear out all of the people that are taking from you and draining you and making you feel this disharmony in your life, and make room for new ones. Make room for new people. Make room for new friends. These people are a minor setback. Don't even worry about them, pile 1. Don't even worry about them. How can I make new, deeper connections? We've got the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, creativity, learning, apprenticeship, connecting with new people, whether it be because of work or whether it be because of school, maybe finding like some social media groups, finding like some local classes or something like that. If you're trying to get into new hobbies, or you're trying to, just put yourself out there in different ways. Take a dance class, or find like a club or something, and not like a party club, like a chess club or something, you know what I mean, pile 1, you know exactly what I mean. Like, put yourself out there and look for like groups, look for places that force you to be a little more social and force you to get out of your comfort zone and connect with other people that you wouldn't normally connect with. And that's how I can make new and deeper connections. So, advice, we've got Temperance reverse. Fran, it's time to balance it out. It's time to, 5 of Wands on the bottom. What? Resolution, coming together, battle fatigue. Yes. Okay, pile 1. It's really important that you just take your power back. It's really important that you reclaim your autonomy, reclaim your mental health, reclaim like your self-image, reclaim all of that from whoever it is that is draining you, whatever these quote unquote friends that, are disrespecting you and not taking you seriously, and convincing you not to take yourself seriously. Stop being indecisive over it and let these people go, because balance is important. Too many tasks, overwhelmed. Oh, we got the 10 of Wands on the bottom. Yes. Okay, guys, listen, pile 1. These people are not worth it. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. Strength reverse on the bottom too. Come on now. Take control back. Take control back, pile 1. Don't let these people get you messed up. What was that on the bottom? Protection. Call your power back. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Yes, a cord cutting would be a great idea. If you need to do some sort of cord cutting ritual, or you need to make it very clear that their time is up. It's happening for you, not to you. The ever unfolding rose. Okay, pile 1. I hope this was helpful for you. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How, pile 1? And most importantly, why? Why do you feel like you should be less than so that these people can feel like they're more than? Because that's not the tea. If it means not having friends for a while, then don't have any friends, because no friends is better than friends who will hold you back from your highest potential. So I hope that was helpful for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments. And also, how about this? So that we can since we're trying to make new friends, comment down below what your sign is, and the first person to comment like their sign, everyone else with the corresponding sign, go ahead and tap in and see if we can make some new friends. Okay, I don't know, make friends in the comment section is what I'm saying. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Okay, oops, bye. Hi, pile 2. The time is exactly 3:33 p.m. and I made sure to wait until I started you guys at 3:33. So if 3 is a number that you've been seeing lately, or 2 because you chose pile 2, this is your reading. As always, we're going to start with our oracle portion. And if you feel like just based off of the oracle portion that you're not connecting with this reading, that's totally okay. You can always choose another pile, or you might not have a reading today, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to remind you guys, take the information that resonates. Don't force information to fit. Don't confuse yourself more if you're feeling like something's not applying. Yeah, if it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a message for the collective, and it can't apply to everybody all at once, It's going to apply to some more than others. Sometimes only parts are going to apply to you. So take what resonates, Don't force information to fit into something and create more confusion for yourself, okay? Pile 2. Let's get to it. We've got Transcend Yourself, Andalusian Horse. I had this card for a different video, and I said it the same way because I have a hard time pronouncing it. That's okay, but dang, I'll figure it out. Andalusian Horse. Transcend yourself. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Yes, of course, every day. Let me move that down. Boom. Gratitude. Balance. Love that already. You guys know how much I love colors and how I like to connect colors with each other. So there you have it. Confirmation right there. Balance yourself out. Be grateful, and also be grateful for where you've come from, and be excited about where it is that you're going. We're changing. New things are happening. Long distance between you. Interesting. Disruption. Okay. Pluto. Evolution, renewal, transformation, Scorpio, beginnings, endings, rebirth, turbulence, destruction, hidden powers, core truths, intensity, highs and lows. Pluto. And then we've got the 8 of Cups reversed, which the 8 of Cups reversed feels, it feels like there's a hopeless feeling. It's like, it's time to walk away, but you're like, I don't want to walk away. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to. However, let me just make this very clear, especially based off of all of this information. it's time to move forward, whether it be ending friendships or entering a higher level of friendships, whatever it may be within your personal connections. It's time to let some stuff go. It's time to long distance between you, maybe put some space in between there, especially because there's disruption. If it's disrupting your life, if it's throwing you off of balance, if it's making you 3:33 on my timer. If it's making you put yourself on pause and creating confusion and creating if it's wasting your time, let it go. If it's disrupting your flow, it can't be here. There's rebirth, there's new beginnings, there's highs and lows are going to happen, but you need to hold on and stay balanced and continue to push forward, and don't let anyone distract you. So what I'm getting out of this is there might be some letting go that needs to happen, some distance that needs to happen between you and whether it be a specific friend or just friends in general. But we'll see. We'll see what else comes out of here. So, yeah, I don't know if I said if you chose the Moon Void Tarot or not, but anyway, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Let's get into the tarot part. Pile 2. Sorry, sometimes if I don't do things in a certain order, I'll get a little confused and I'll forget what it was that I was trying to do in the first place. 4:44 on my timer. Let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. You move over. Put that there. And then you'll just come down here. Boom, boom, boom. Hope you can see clearly. All right. For pile 2. Using the Moon Void Tarot, which is a really great deck. I don't use it often, but I'm definitely going to make a point to use it a little bit more. So pile 2. How am I as a friend? For you, how are you as a friend? Pile 2. How am I as a friend? Ooh, what do we got here? Okay. We got a few coming out. So, how am I as a friend? We've got the the 7 of Pentacles reversed. What kind of friends do I attract? The Knight of Cups reversed fell out. I'm going to just take them in the order that they fell out. So bear with me. Knight of Cups reversed. What am I looking for in a friendship? We've got the 3 of Wands upright. What can I learn from my negative friendships? We've got the Devil upright. A spicy. Okay. How can I grow from my positive friendships? Pile 2. How can pile 2 grow from their positive friendships? What do we have? The King of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. How can I make new and deeper connections? We've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. What is going on, pile 2? And let's get some advice for pile 2. I think I'm just going to leave the advice on the bottom of the deck. The Sun, the Devil, and the Sun. Ooh, and the 5 of Cups. Yeah, okay. Listen up, pile 2. How am I as a friend? We've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you don't see... I feel like you're just not always looking as far down the line as you should. Not planning ahead. Maybe you're the friend who, no offense, but you're the friend who's kind of all over the place. Maybe your friends have to take care of you a little more often than not, or help you out a little more often than not. And not because you're toxic or anything like that. Just some people just don't have it together. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ask any of my friends and they'll all tell you I am all over the place. But that's, sometimes that's just part of who we are. But if you're not seeing the long term, if you're not looking ahead, if you're not paying attention, you know, and you're not looking further down the road and saying, where am I actually going? It causes problems, because I'm gonna say it like this. When someone is trying to grow and someone is trying to move forward and they have a friend who is not trying to do those things, it makes it difficult for them, because they don't want to end your friendship. Like, they don't want to like separate from you. They don't want to leave you, you know, but if you're not doing well as a friend, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out like the words. If you're not putting in as much as you're taking out as a friend, people who have invested in themselves and are putting in the time and putting in the work are gonna have to do what they need to do to keep their peace. And whether that be you taking that stance and saying, you know what, you guys are not helping me grow. You are not helping me like mature. You're not like, my life is not, you're setting me back. You're not pushing me forward. And you need to put some space in between you and that person, long distance between you. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you are the friend that someone is feeling the need to put some space in between, then take that as like a sign, like, hey, it's time to get it together. There's people who, you know, who view you as a setback when we're supposed to be marching forward, you know? And there's nothing like, don't take that as like, oh, I'm worthless, I'm a horrible person. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is, it's important that you recognize how much you give and how much you take, because sometimes when you are a taking friend and when you are not thinking about your long term and your friends are thinking about the long term, it makes it hard to, at the end of the day, you're going to have to choose yourself. Everyone should have to choose themselves and should have to choose their own peace. That's what I'm saying. I'm not attacking you, pile 2. Take what resonates, like I said. What kind of friends do I attract? We've got the Knight of Cups in reversed. Jealous, moody, unrealistic. I take everything that I said back, pile 2, and I'm gonna say this. Let them go. It's not you. You're not the drama, is what I'm getting out of it. I feel like you're trying to transcend, you're trying to grow, you're trying to get bigger, you're trying to balance, and these people are like disrupting, you know? It's time to put distance, because they're creating disruptions, they're creating problems, they're creating distractions that you do not need, you know? You don't need to be doing the same shit that you've been doing when you want to do something else. It doesn't matter. 11:11 on my timer. It doesn't matter at the end of the day what your old friends are doing, what like the same, like if you need to get rid of your best friend, you need to get rid of your best friend. And I had a friend that I was ride or die for 8 years. And I got to a point where I was just like, this friendship does not serve me anymore. And there's nothing that I can do to save it. And there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that and saying that. Because if you're dealing with friends who are insecure, and you're dealing with friends who are jealous of you, and friends who are seeing you trying to level up and are getting mad at you and trying to disrupt and trying to create problems and trying to create turbulence within your growth, they need to go. They need to go. They're getting you in your feelings. They're getting you feeling like, if they're making you question whether doing what's best for you and growing and moving forward is like, if they're making you question that, that means that they have no intention of doing anything for themselves. They have no intention of growing and moving forward. And they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that you don't do that either, so that they're not by themselves. Misery loves company, my dear. Pile 2. What am I looking for in a friendship? 3 of Wands, upright. Expansion, bigger things, bigger ideas, adventure, you know, excitement. You're looking for fresh ideas. You're looking for people who are trying to see the bigger picture, people who are trying to see the long term, because that 7 of Pentacles reverse is lack of foresight. That 7 of Pentacles reverse is like not investing, not planning. You're trying to find people who are on the same page. You're trying to find people who are on your level and who are not only trying to trying to propel themselves forward, but are excited to see you propel yourself forward. If your friends cannot be happy for you, then, and I'm not talking about like you're ignoring red flags and you're like, just be happy for me. I'm talking about you're actually actively making positive choices for yourself. And fairies! Sorry, that was totally off topic, but Cosmo and Wanda, if you resonate with Cosmo and Wanda, I don't know. If there's like a Vicky kind of character in your life where it's like, you're just horrible, just get out, go away. They need to go. The types of friends that can't be happy for you are the worst, because every time you get engaged, or not every time you get engaged, but like if you get engaged or you get a new job opportunity, or you're meeting new people and you're doing more hobbies or activities, and there's that friend who's always just like shitting on it. You know what I'm talking about? No, absolutely not. We need people who are going to support us. We need people who are going to make us excited to want to do better. We need people who are going to make us excited for the unknown, excited for opportunities, not people who are going to disrupt and try and set off. Long distance between you. It's time to put some space. Transcend yourself. And when you're transcending, that creates space between people who are not supposed to be around. It's time to renew. It's time to grow. What can I learn from my negative friendships? Bruh, we got the devil. Upright. They are a trap. These people, this person, because it could be an individual person, but it could be more people. It could be like the group, but it could be an individual, just letting you know. They are not good for you. They want you to stay drinking. They want you to stay whatever. Drinking. I had to quit drinking because my friends were just getting me to do it too much, and it was really causing a lot of problems in my life. The friend I was talking about. Like, they're going to try and keep you going out every night. They're going to try and keep you awake. They're going to try and keep you from applying to jobs. They're trying to keep you from applying for a house, or, whatever it is. They don't want to see you win. They want to keep partying. They want to keep being low vibrational. They want to keep doing the dumb shit and being immature and whatever it is. Screw them, dude. What you can learn from your negative friendships is that these people are addicted to taking away from you. And that sounds so like, I know it sounds very like malicious, but sometimes people are subconsciously malicious. Sometimes they're not actively thinking like, oh, I'm going to ruin their life. But in their mind, they don't care about you. And so they do things that are going to mess up your life. They're going to set you off track. They're going to disregard, your boundaries and disregard the changes that you're trying to make. Screw them. Yeah, they got to go. How can I grow from my positive friendships? We've got the King of Pentacles reverse, which can be like authority. It can feel kind of domineering and controlling, but maybe it's time that you take control of the situation. Your positive friends, probably the friends who have a positive impact on your life probably don't allow people like this in their circle. They probably don't allow people like this. The people who make positive impacts on your life usually don't have a lot of this nonsense going on around them. They're usually hermits. They're usually the types of people that don't have a lot of friends. So if, you have one of those friends, appreciate them, because they probably don't like a lot of people. But just, how can I grow from my positive friendships? Recognizing that you are in control of who can or cannot be around you. You are in control of your space. You're in control of your energy. You're in control of your thought process. You're in control of the work that you put into or not put into. And you're in control of yourself. And it may not seem like it right now, but take this as a very, very big confirmation that it's time to put some space between the people that are really not doing it for you. How can I make new, deeper connections? We've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which I thought was interesting because the Wheel of Fortune reverse can feel like things are out of control, and it can feel like there's like bad luck and just like shit's not really feeling good, right? But take that as a sign, right? How can I make new and deeper connections? Recognizing people's patterns, recognizing what's going on in their lives. If people are like the people who when people vent to you, listen to what they're saying, because some of the stuff you'll hear something that will be a red flag about them that you did not recognize before. And please don't take this as like anyone who vents to you is a red flag. But like some people who are like super apt to share with you, think about what it is, listen to what it is that they're sharing. Because some people are really just trying to get you in the business, and you don't want to be in the business. You don't want any of whatever karma they have coming. You don't want the nonsense, right? So just make sure that we're thinking about things more clearly. We're recognizing patterns when patterns are playing out in front of us, recognizing red flags, and overall just making sure that we're taking the time, letting some shit go. We got the 5 of Cups on the bottom. It may feel like, and death, what? And the world. Okay, listen. This is a lot, but let me explain something to you, pile 2. If the moment that you put space between these people and you say, I'm not going to carry the load of this past relationship. I'm not going to bear the burden of this like ridiculous same shit different day lifestyle. I'm just going to let it go. It was disappointing. That's real. It's disappointing when you recognize that someone's really not supportive of you, but it is what it is. It's time to walk away. You have bigger and better things. The cycle's going to end. If you allow this cycle to end, you will create connections that are so far beyond what this connection is that you will never look back, and you will never second guess the choices that you made when it comes to that person or that group of people. So just remember that, pile 2, like there's nothing wrong with letting some people go, because sometimes when you let people go, like literally, I'm gonna use the same example. The moment I stopped being friends with that person, the entire direction of my life changed for the better, leveling up, transcending in so many different ways. So don't be afraid to let go of a friendship, because there could be bigger things on the rise, okay? So let's see what we got, pile 2. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Love that. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yes! New things, like literally triple confirmation of just like leaving this past cycle, leaving these past people, letting this go and growing and moving forward without them. And there's nothing wrong with that, because the moment you get rid of bad friends, like I'm telling you, you're going to make some room for new good friends. And as long as we're recognizing patterns and recognizing cycles and not allowing ourselves to, get sucked into the same old, you're going to go far. So thank you, pile 2. I really hope this was helpful for you. I really hope you felt like this applied. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one, okay? Bye! Hi, pile 3. If you chose the Desert Rose or you chose the Antique Anatomy Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. So, as always, we're going to start with our oracle portion. And if you feel just based off of the oracle portion that you're not connecting with this reading, that's totally okay. It doesn't have to be your reading. You can always pick another pile, or you just might not have a reading today. I want to remind you guys to just take the information that resonates. Please don't try and force information to fit and create more confusion for yourself if you're feeling like you're not connecting with something. If you're not connecting with it now, you may connect with it down the line, or maybe it's just not your message. That's totally fine. That's what happens when we get messages for the collective. So that being said, let's get into these. We have talking about friendship. Grow your truth, Black Snake. Can we just take a moment? This card is gorge. I love that. Grow your truth. Standing in your true colors, showing people who you truly are, not allowing the ideas of what is or isn't truly yourself. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. T. Very that. Especially with Grow Your Truth too, that like, this is who I am and it is what it is. And if you have a problem with that, you're probably not a very good friend. Movement. Movement, forward motion, either moving away or moving towards. Childhood memories. Ooh, is this a past friend of yours? Protection. Okay. Is that, do I want to do it like that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Doop. Hope you can see that. Uranus. Breakthrough, change, originality, awakening, Aquarius, shocking, revolutionary, innovation, sudden events, epiphanies, unconventional, unusual. 222 on my timer. 3 of Cups reversed. What does this say? Charlie can take care of him and then put him back in the wild. Is it Charlie Weasley? Love him. 3 of Cups reversed. So the thing about this deck is it just kind of has quotes from the Harry Potter books. Nothing super relevant. But sometimes it is relevant. So I don't know. There's that. So the 3 of Cups reverse can be about like gossip, you know, chisme. 3 of Cups reverse can be like it can always it's almost like a third party, like a 3's a crowd, you know, almost the feeling of like someone intruding on a preset situation, whether that be like a new person who's in your friend group where it's like, I'm not, you know, the vibe's just off. Or whether it be someone that you felt the vibe is off for a while. The 3 of Cups is just not, it's 3:33 on my timer. Yeah. Whoever the 3 of Cups is applying to, I'm just going to say it now, protect yourself. They've got to go. So I see that we're trying to like step into our true form, step into our true selves. Moving towards that which serves us, moving towards breakthroughs, moving towards growth and protection, protecting us from, you know, the past, protecting us from individuals who do not who do not want our best interest, and also protecting ourselves from, you know, childhood traumas, allowing ourselves to heal from the past, heal from past ideologies that have been put upon us, past mentalities that we were raised with, and past people that we were forced to be around. Just because you were around them as a kid, it does not mean that you owe them your time. And as someone who still kind of deals with that now and again of like, oh, well, we knew each other from a young age, so you owe me. I don't owe you anything. Pile 3, you don't owe anybody your time. You don't owe anyone your energy. All right. So if you feel like this applies to you, let's get into the tarot. Sorry, not super in depth. I feel like this one was a little more self-explanatory, you know? Self-explanatory? Explanatory? I don't know. It explained itself, in my opinion. It explained itself pretty well, in my opinion. So, pile 3. First card is, how am I as a friend? So how are you as a friend, pile 3? Page of Cups. That Page of Cups is coming around. Okay, so how am I as a friend? We've got Page of Cups. What kind of friends do I attract? For pile 3, what kind of friends does pile 3 attract? What kind of friends does pile 3 attract? All right. Ooh. I'll take that. Queen of Swords. What am I looking for in a friendship? We've got the Two of Rods upright. What can I learn from my negative friendships? We've got the Ace of Blades, which is the Ace of Swords. And then, what is going on up here? Hold on. Let me just, boop, just a little bit. The Ace of Swords. And then, how can I grow from my positive friendships? Ace of Coins, baby. Ace of Pentacles. How can I make new, deeper connections? For pile 3. How can pile 3 make new, deeper connections? For pile 3. What do we got here? We've got the 8 of Blades reversed, which is the 8 of Swords. And then advice on the bottom. Ooh, the Magician. Yeah, baby. Judgment. Okay. What's the tea? All right, pile 3. Let's get into this. It's, what time is it? 4:44 p.m. What? Literally 4:44 p.m. I can't. Friendships. Sorry, that threw me off. How can I make good friends? How am I as a friend? We've got the Page of Cups, upright, creative. The Page of Cups represents like a youthful kind of person. So you're probably the baby of your group. You're probably 222 on my timer. Hold on. Let me get the camera to focus. Yoo-hoo. Over here. There we go. I don't know if you're the baby of your group, but you're probably the one that's, you know, emotionally supportive, and you're there, and you're always the one to like bring the good news. You're always the one to make people feel good and make people feel positive. But I'm definitely getting the vibes that you're the baby of the group right away. What kind of friends do I attract? We've got the Queen of Blades, which is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is a very quick thinker. She's sharp-minded, organized, perceptive, independent. I don't know if, why is it so blurry? Why am I blurry? What? Hold on. Okay. Hope that's okay. Sorry, I literally looked up and just noticed that. Queen of Swords is independent. So I don't know if you have more independent friends, if you've always had more mature friends, people who, 3:33 on my timer. Older people, whether they be people who are older than yourself or like generally like older people. But the vibe I'm getting is like you tend to attract people who are mature, attract people who are smart, attract people who are a lot more in tune with the things around them than you're used to, maybe, or than other people are. And the funny thing is, with Grow Your Truth, I feel like this is kind of calling you to gravitate more towards this mindset. You know what I mean? To gravitate more towards growth, to gravitate more towards being original and being yourself and waking up and seeing like, and having the clarity that the Queen of Swords has, you know what I mean? Letting go of like the youthful ideologies, letting go of the youthful, like childish sometimes mindsets and moving forward. What am I looking for in a friendship? We've got the Two of Rods, which is the Two of Wands. Future planning, progress, discovery, new opportunities, new ideas. And it was just 4:44 on my timer. What? So is it just going to zoom in there? Why is it doing that? Sorry, hold on, pile 3. Sorry, my camera was being weird. The Two of Wands can be about like planning for the future and progress. I think that what you're looking for is more forward-minded people, more forward-thinking people, people who are looking to expand, people who are looking to grow, people who are looking to think bigger and dream bigger. What am I looking for? That was what am I looking for in a friendship? What can I learn from my negative friendships? We've got the Ace of Blades, which is the Ace of Swords. Clarity, breaking free, breaking through like mental blockages, especially with that one, the breakthroughs there. What you can learn from your negative friendships is recognizing the patterns when the patterns show up. Right? Recognizing when someone is trying to stop you from being your true self. Recognize when someone is trying to restrict you from engaging in the things that make you who you are. Someone who is holding you back, right? And recognizing when those people, 111 on my timer. Recognizing when those people are coming around, recognizing the signs, recognizing the symptoms of a toxic friendship. Right? So what you can learn from your negative friendships is never let go of your clarity, never let go of your mental power, never let somebody convince you out of, especially with that Three of Cups, like don't let somebody convince you out of like what is better, what you know is your truth. Don't let anyone gaslight you. Don't let anyone confuse you. Don't let anyone make you think that, oh, well, we've been around for so long. We've been friends for so long. I've always known you as this person. I've always known you like this. I'm sorry, you'll always just be a little kid to me. Like those kinds of people, ew. The people who are not willing to recognize your change, the people who are not willing to recognize your growth, no thanks. How can I grow from my positive friendships? Ace of Pentacles, baby. You can grow from your positive friendships by recognizing just the amount of work that was put in, the effort that you are moving forward towards, recognizing that there's always new opportunities. If you attract these kind of people, and I'm a little confused because it's like half of it is like, yeah, good things and like great people. And like the Three of Cups reverse is throwing me off because it's like there's somebody like sneaking around having an attitude, but also nothing else came out about that. So it's almost like this doesn't even matter. So I think I'm just going to kind of leave that where it is. But if you attract like mature people and you attract people who think clearly and people who lay plans and people who think about the future, those people are going to help you. Those people are going to help you invest in yourself. They're going to show you how to work hard. They're going to show you how to move forward in abundance, right? So something that you can take something that you can grow from your positive, or how you can grow from your positive friendships, is to literally continue to invest in yourself and like ask them questions. 3:33 on my timer. Ask them questions. If you have older friends and they're successful people, ask them, hey, how do I get where I'm trying to go? Hey, how did you get here? Or what, like, do you know of like steps that I can take or point me in the right direction? Whatever it is. Like if you're trying to level up, you don't need this kind of nonsense around you. And honestly, this is going to sound really weird, but I feel like the childhood memories and the Three of Cups go together. Like, I feel like this, I know I said I was over it, but I think that this Three of Cups applies to like past people who, okay, if you're like me and you grew up in church, and you leave, like I no longer am a church person. However, when I do see church people, because I still have friends and stuff and connections and family, when I do see church people, they're always so condescending. The people at the church that I grew up in, it's always like this condescending, like, oh, you're just young, you're just naive, you're just blah, blah, blah. And if these people are like, oh, if these people, 444, okay, I feel like this is a confirmation. If there's these old people in your life and past people in your life who refuse to acknowledge who you are now and where you've come from and how much you've grown and changed and who you've developed into, screw them. Because let me tell you, they are sitting there watching you from the sidelines and have never once invested in you, never once like tried to help you grow. They're not this person. They're not the Queen of Swords. You know, they're not the ones that want to see you win. They want to see you fail. Because they're at a certain point in their life where they're seeing you and all the changes that you've made, and they've probably haven't made any changes. So they need to talk shit about you so they feel better about themselves. And that's all I'm going to say about that is I feel like if you're growing into your like new stage of maturity in your life, and there's these old people and past people who've probably known you for a long time or like whatever, who won't recognize your transition, won't recognize your growth, won't recognize who you've become as a person, they don't need to be here. 5:55 on my timer. You need to focus on the abundance. You need to focus on putting in the work. Moving forward, you need to focus on friends who want to see you be successful, who want to see you grow, who want to see you happy, who want to see you have the final outcome of that Ace of Pentacles, that just like fulfillment and success and satisfaction. So just throwing that out there. That's a side note. How can I make new, deeper connections? We have the 8 of Swords reversed. Being open to new perspective, being open to letting go, being open to moving forward and releasing like the past, releasing these old, like I said, these old situations, these old people, the things that don't suit you anymore, the things that you don't like, literally, sometimes you don't even like identify with that person anymore. Like, and I'm not like, it could be people from high school who are judging you, you know, it could be people from wherever who are sitting here judging you and not recognizing who you are and not allowing your truth to shine in their lives. And that's their loss. Let them go. New people will show up and you will continue to grow and continue to level up and continue to create, and their judgment will come. Whatever these people who are trying to hold you back are doing, don't even worry about them. Do you, babe. Protect yourself from their energy. Don't allow them to like confuse you. Don't allow them to make you question yourself, because you are literally the magician. Like, you are a creator. You are a manifester. You are someone who said, I want to change my life, and then took the necessary actions to do so. Or you're standing here right now and saying, I want to change my life, and are currently taking the necessary actions to do so. And if there's people who are hating on you for wanting to change, they're not worth it. They're not your friends. They're not good people, because good people don't like to watch others fail. Good people don't find entertainment out of seeing someone like not being where they're trying to be. You know, good people don't enjoy blockages. Good people don't enjoy like the downfalls of others, you know? So, and make sure that you're not engaging in those activities either. But overall, I think that pile 3, when stepping into this new point in your life, definitely step in with clarity, step in with a sharp mind, a sharp idea. Definitely make sure that you're being organized and thinking things through. And be open to new perspectives. You might be a metal head, you know, if you're like me, you're a little metal kid, and there's the R&B people that you met somewhere and you're like, dang, I don't even listen to R&B. And someone's like, hey, come to my show. Like, I'd love, you know, like, you're cool, come to my show. And you go to the R&B show and you meet a bunch of people and you actually like all those people, and it's completely different from like the group that you've always been a part of. And you're like, wow, like, these people are giving me a new perspective. These people are giving me like new ideas. These people are, you know, making me look at life in a different way. This music is changing my life, or whatever, you know, that's just a random example. But being open to new things and saying, this is not going to work for me anymore. I I'm moving forward. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about clarity. I'm thinking about where it is I'm trying to go. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to create. I'm trying to, tap into my higher self and use my skills and feel connected and concentrate and take action, and if they're trying to stop you from taking action on what is better for you, they're wrong. So let me get, where'd my stuffs go? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I thought I lost my deck. Let's get some final advice for pile 3. I hope this was helpful. I think this was great. It's hard to, when you're in a new part of your life and you have to let go of literally all the old things, it's honestly like kind of frustrating. But it's okay, because once you let go of those people, you'll make room for new people. What do we have? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yeah, you're transitioning into a new life. You're transitioning into a new world, You're changing. You're growing up. You're not the same person you used to be. And if these people are trying to make you be that person or trying to downplay your growth, screw them. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Yeah, go hang out with your friends. 11:11 on my timer. But go hang out with your good friends. Go hang out with the people that make you feel good, the people that encourage you, the people that push you to be your better self. Okay? So I hope this was helpful, pile 3. I will catch you on the next one. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the Dalmatian Jasper or you chose the Fairy Tale Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. As always, we're going to start with our oracle portion. And if you feel like just based off of the oracle portion, this isn't your pile, you're not connecting with it, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You can choose another pile, or you just might not have a reading today. I did want to take a second and remind you guys, like, if something isn't resonating, it's not resonating, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't try and force something to apply. Don't try and think really, really hard as to what this could be. Like, if it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. Don't confuse yourself more, by trying to force information to fit where it does not belong. Okay? So that being said, I'm glad you guys are here. Pile 4. How can I make good friends? Let's get into it. Stand up for yourself. Spotted skunk. Look at how freaking cute this skunk is. This card is adorable. But yeah, stand up for yourself. 111 on my timer. For sure. Don't let anybody try and push you around. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. Okay. Okay. I kind of know where this is going, or I have a feeling where this is going, pile 4, and let's see what happens. Creativity, love that. You guys know I love me some good color coordination too, even with the background. Hello, pile 4. Mars, ambition. Assertive, aggression, war, Aries, Scorpio, Tuesday, confidence, impulsiveness, strength, action, sexuality, passion, desire, determination. And then strength. Yes, love that for you. Okay, but can we talk about the mirroring here? I'm here for it. Codependent issues. Okay. And then we've got the Emperor. Interesting. And the Emperor can refer to an authority figure, potentially a father figure. What? Wait. Okay, so when I was shuffling this deck out, this card from this deck, the card Daddy, a card that says Daddy Issues fell out. And I shuffled it back in because I was like, this isn't I don't know what this is for. So I kind of cheated and I shuffled it back in. But the Emperor is a father figure. So but it can talk about structure and solid foundation. But pile 4, if you're this is about friendship. But if you're dealing with a father figure or someone, a father-like figure, take that as a confirmation. So far, I feel like someone is pushing you around. And I feel like because you believe that you deserve it, or you believe that there's nothing better out there for you, that you are not taking your own strength into taking back your strength and standing up for yourself. And I feel like you're allowing this person to kind of push you around, and that's not okay. That's not fair to you. That's not fair at all. And maybe it's because you're starting to think bigger. You're starting to change your mind on some things. You're starting to be more creative, and like develop more structure in your life. And that person and this individual is unhappy about that, because they're codependent. But don't let them judge you. Don't let them try and put you down. Don't let them try and distract you and push you away from what it is that the direction that you're trying to go, simply because they're upset, because they're codependent. That's not your problem. That is their problem. So, Ace of Wands on the bottom and the Fool on the bottom. Can we talk about that? Like, obviously there's new opportunities coming through. Obviously there's change coming, obviously, right? Because Mars is about action. Mars is about like confidence. Mars is about movement, being assertive, right? And then with standing up for yourself is literally a change. When you stand up for yourself to somebody that you've never done that in front of, it's shocking. When you tell someone you're not going to treat me that way, and you've never told them that before, it catches them off guard, because in their mind, they have every right to treat you that way. And because you've allowed them to judge you, and you've allowed them to, you've been passive, and you have not been assertive, and you have not, defended yourself before. When you do stand up for yourself, it's shocking. And I think that so far, this is calling you to very obviously stand up for yourself, but it's very much calling you to tap into your inner strength and be creative about what it is think about like where you're going, be creative, not just like grab a pack of crayons and color. Be creative in the sense of like dreaming bigger. Where is it you're trying to go? What is it you're trying to do? Who are you trying to be in the long run? 5:55 on my timer. Change. 5 is the number of change. All right. How can I make good friends? First card is going to be, let me do the thing. We'll do this. Boom. And then boom. Like that. Put Harry. I've had enough trouble for a lifetime. Yeah, I feel like you have, pile 4. I feel like you've dealt with enough. You're not going to deal with this nonsense too. Pile 4. How am I as a friend? So for you, the individual, pile 4, how are you as a friend? Let's get our first card. Pile 4. How is pile 4 as a friend? I'll take it. The King of Wands. Yes. Confident, inspiring. I love how it's like the King of Wands and the Emperor energy, and Mars, just big fire energy already. Big fire energy. I don't know if you're a fire sign. Maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. But I'm getting hot girl summer is coming. I don't know. It might not be a hot girl summer. I'm just messing around. What kind of friends do I attract? Is that geese? What? Oh, sorry. Some geese started. I think it's geese flying over. We've got death. Interesting. For what kind of friends do I attract? What am I looking for in a friendship? For pile 4. What am I looking for in a friendship? We've got the 6 of Wands reversed. Oh, that's a little confusing. We'll get there. What can I learn from my negative friendships? For pile 4. What can I learn from my negative friendships? What do we got here? Fool reversed. What can I learn from my positive friend, or how can I grow from my positive friendships? We have, it's Showgirl. I'm surprised she has not showed up for anyone's pile. The High Priestess in reverse is Showgirl. How can I make new and deeper connections with others for pile 4? We got a few things going on here. I'm going to take this. The Moon reverse. Okay. And then let's get some overall advice for pile 4. A lot of major arcana for you, pile 4. Overall advice for pile 4. I'll just take advice off the bottom. What do we got? Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, a lot of fire energy. Ace of Cups. Okay. Let's get into this. What kind of friend am I? So pile 4, you are the King of Wands, a natural born leader. You're a visionary. I love because the creativity came out. Like someone who thinks big. You're a dreamer. You're somebody who creates, you know, like an entrepreneur or something. Are you one of those people? For instance, my best friend is she creates businesses all the time, and I think that she just does it because she knows that she can. But she has like all these tiny little all these little side businesses, these little side shops and stuff like that. But she's an entrepreneur. She's a creator, you know. And if you're that way, and sometimes like sometimes people will see that in you and see that like, wow, that's awesome. You know, this person really knows what they're doing. And then some people will see a creative mind and get really intimidated by them because they're not investing in themselves enough to even be capable of creating whatever it is that they're supposed to be doing, not what you're doing, right? So, creative person, a passionate person, someone who is like really confident. I'm hoping you're the confident friend. What kind of friends do I attract? Interestingly enough, we got Death, which is like new beginnings, change. It could be about like transformation, transition happening. I feel like maybe you attract the types of people that are always looking for something new, always looking for something bigger and better. Always like people who are just always like on to the next thing, if that makes any sense. 11:11 on my timer. Like you're always attracted to, people gravitate towards you because they're always looking for because you're always creating and you're always thinking of bright ideas and you're, you know, passionate and you're a big thinker, and people like that and they want that. So maybe you attract those people who are like always looking for the new shit and you just happen to be the new shit. What am I looking for in a friendship? Oddly enough, we got the 6 of Wands reversed, which the 6 of Wands is about like ego, you know, the 6 of Wands isn't a confident person. The 6 of Wands isn't someone who like, you know, they're just, you know, the guy that talks the loudest because he's the most insecure, that kind of person. So I'm really confused as to why that would come out as what you're looking for in a friendship. So I am gonna get a clarifier. The Page of Wands reversed. Okay. I'm gonna get one more clarifier because I don't think that you would be looking for negative things in a friendship, right? Because the Page of Wands reversed is about like setbacks. It's about like, it's like new ideas that are like not able to come into fruition. So can I get a clarifier for what pile 4 is looking for in a friendship? Let's get a clarifier. The Magician. Okay. You are a creative person. You're a creator. And I think that you are also looking for creative people people who are willing to put in the work to see what happens, people who are working on skills and action. However, I think that consistently, I feel like this pairs with, okay, so this is my own personal interpretation. You can interpret it how you want. But I'm going to say it like this. With the Page of Wands reversed and the Six of Wands reversed, there's a lot of fire energy. I'm going to say that I feel like you've attracted like egotistical people. I feel like you've always attracted like, because ego can be confused for confidence. And so I feel like maybe you're looking for confidence. You're looking for someone you're looking to be around people who also want to move forward and would stand up for yourself. It's almost like because you are such a bright, creative person, like you tend to attract people who are not as excited about life as you are. And I feel like those people try and like judge you and make you feel bad, and try and push you around because you're just happy to be here. If you're like, I'm one of those people, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm one of those people where like, I love life. I love being alive. I love, existing and interacting and just engaging in what it is that being here on this planet. And I literally know people who get so irritated with me, like people who are really mad at me because I'm happy. It's 5:55 p.m. What the heck? That's double fives, double confirmation. Yeah, there's like, you can see it on there's people where you can see it on their faces that your joy irritates them. And while they're sitting there like repeating cycles, and while they're sitting there looking for the next like high, looking for the next, thing that's going to make them feel better, looking for the next exciting thing, and just looking for what it is that you have without like not looking within, trying to take it from you. And what you need is people like you. You need more people like you who are creative. You need more people like you who are inspired. You need to find people you need to stand up for yourself, and you need to recognize who's standing up for you and who isn't as well. Because that's a really big factor. 15:55 on my timer. That's a huge factor. Let me tell you, I've been in the position where literally a couple years ago where like people were seeing that like someone was being aggressive towards me and seeing like the things that were happening, but they weren't going to like stand up for me. It's just easier to like let me stand up for myself and let me take all of the heat and let me take all the aggression than to stand up and say, you know what? No, I did see that. I did see that experience. I know that that's what they're dealing with, and like saying something about it. So pay attention to the people who they may not be doing anything to you, but they're not saying anything about it either. And I'm not saying, people draw the line and people need to pick sides, but when people are fully aware of what's going on and not saying anything about it and not caring about it, that's a major red flag, and you don't need to keep those people as your friends. Okay. So look for people who are more inspired, who are just as inspired and just as excited about life and excited to create as you are. People with ambition. What can I learn from my negative friendships? We've got the Fool reversed. What you can learn is to stop trusting these people. Not everybody, and that goes well with the codependent issues. Like, stop trusting that, like, dude, I feel kind of attacked by this reading, because it's like, if you're like me, you're a trusting person. Like, you think that everyone is like just here to see you. Everyone's here to see each other win. And that's not true. And you develop this idea in your mind that you need to have these friends. You need to have these people around. You need to have like a group around you, and you just let them walk all over you, and you let them say whatever they want, and you let them be aggressive and judge you. And like, but you don't have to do that. Like, you literally don't owe them anything. So I think that it's really important that we learn from the past and stop trusting everyone and start allowing people to show us their intentions rather than assuming their intentions in the first place because you have good intentions. Because that's not realistic, pile 4. You can't trust people because you're trustworthy. You can't allow people around because you're not a toxic person and you're not the type of person to like, you know, create drama and create issues. Set some boundaries, be strong about those boundaries. Don't let anybody push you around. Don't let anyone be aggressive with you or try and like make you, and strength here too, like, and determination, triple confirmation of just stand your ground, pile 4. And I don't know if this is like friends that you're currently dealing with, whether it be work friends or just, you know, the people you socialize with in general. But if if this is really resonating with you and you're recognizing that like you're recognizing the people who can't support you when you need support. You're recognizing the people who can't clap for you when it's time to clap for you, or they're not excited for you, or you're finding yourself having to defend yourself against them at every turn, and also recognizing the people around who are not standing up for you either. And just making some space, clearing that garbage out and saying, I'm ready for something new. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. 6. And we've got a 6 here, and then there was a 6 somewhere else. I can't remember. But either way, confirmations everywhere. How can I grow from my positive friendships? We have the High Priestess reverse. Isho girl, and she's here to tell you that it is important that you listen to your inner voice. It is important that you recognize hidden agendas. You recognize the sneaky shit going on. You recognize, and like sometimes, and here's the thing, I think it's funny that it landed in positive friendships, because there's people who you think that you're cool with that really aren't cool with you. Or the people that you're friends with who are also friends with people who don't like you, stuff like that. I think it's important that you look at your positive friendships and see like, okay, are they actually my friend though? Like, just because we get along, you know, and we can laugh and hang out doesn't mean that they're always your actual friend. So not to make you question all of your friendships, but if this is resonating with you, you'll know who or what I'm talking about, right? So just listening to your inner voice, making sure that you're keeping an eye out for underlying intentions. How can I make new, deeper connections? The moon, reverse. Releasing your fear, releasing that confusion, releasing the idea that like you have to be around these situations, and that you're never going to attract people you're never going to attract the magician. You're never going to attract people who are excited, people who are inspired, people who are happy to be alive. And that's not true. So let go of that fear. The way to make deeper connections with people is to be open to putting yourself out there, but also like, you don't have to put yourself out there and just trust everybody. Like I said, with that full reverse, you can put yourself out there and say, hey, yeah, I'm open to new connections, and you'll make new connections, but you'll have the knowledge that you had before of, I'm going to make new connections, but I'm going to recognize when those connections are toxic and when they're not. I hope that made sense. And overall advice, we've got the 5 of Swords, dealing with like the conflict. It's not worth it. You don't have to fight with anybody. You don't have to fight with anybody. You don't have to defend yourself against anyone. Standing up for yourself and defending yourself are 2 different things. You can stand up for yourself and say, 22:22 on my timer. What? You can stand up for yourself and say, you're not going to treat me like that, but you don't have to explain why they're not going to treat you like that and explain why you're worthy of better treatment. You don't have to explain that to anybody, Fran. Not at all. Don't explain shit to no one, homie. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to win the battle against this person. You need to set your boundary. You need to let go of the idea that you need these people and say, you know what? I'm strong. I'm independent. I am determined, and I'm a creator, and I'm going to create something better without you. Without you guys, without the toxic situations, without the repeating cycles, without the judgment and the just aggression, you know. I don't need to do any of that. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to say, you know what? You're not going to treat me that way. Period. And that's the end of it. Let me get a little more advice for you. I hope this applies. I hope this was helpful. Honestly, pile 4, I've been there. Nothing is more frustrating than like being excited and someone just walking in and trying to blow your candle out because they're mad. Like, no thanks. All right, what do we have here? The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah, like I said, what I'm getting is that you are a passionate person who is excited about things, who creates, who has good ideas, who has good intentions, and you haven't let the world change you. Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher, Sisterhood of the Rose. I think that it's important that the High Priestess and the Magician, literally, what? And the King of Wands is also a teacher as well. So engage, like I said, just engaging with people who want to see you win and who want to see you grow. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. All right, pile 4, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye!